Hello and welcome from the Bristly stranger. We have come back to Wildermyth to continue our story. Last time we introduced our three main characters, and I don't know whether I mentioned, but they're completely different to the first three characters I got when I tried just a little playthrough to get used to the controls. So your characters will be completely unique to you, which is very nice. We kind of had a few little tutorial battles, and then the story continued around that. We had a hunter, a warrior and a mystic, all excelling at different aspects of the combat. I think we'd got a couple of options open to us, but I think we're going to start off by heading back to the village and trying to get a new companion to join the party. Let's head back to the world map and have a look. So here we are at Hunath's Outlook. We could secure it, which will give us resources or something. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have a look at that in a minute. There is kind of no way back to this because of this mountain range. But if we go back to Gustalop, in fact, gather there, yes, all of us, it's going to take us, well, about 15 days. Let's go. The days are clicking along. We're into spring now. I'm not sure what this has, but we've arrived at Brew Timbers. Let's see if we can gather a new companion. So I'm sure we could have only sent one of them and maybe done both at the same time, but we'll keep them together for now. Let's recruit. That didn't take long at all. It's going to cost us 3 of our legacy points. We've got 5 available. This is Jiliv. She is a cowardly intellectual, so maybe she will be a mysticky type character as well. Maybe she will be a ranged character. I'm not entirely sure. Let's recruit her though, because we do need extra people. You're back. I saw you leave a while ago. Indeed, but the omens have been thick between the trees lately. It seemed wise to return to Gustalop and seek additional hands. Are you interested? There was a book on Gorgons in the archives that I loved. So, I probably know more about them than anyone else in Gustalop. How did I not know that? It doesn't come up that much. Until, well... Anyway, at the very least, I could be useful in that capacity. So you're in? I am. What sort of skills do you need the most? So we can actually get her to be anything at all. I think I would prefer another warrior. She's still got a frying pan on her back there. We could have another hunter. They're kind of ranged, but they do have a little bit of melee. I'm not sure we want another mystic. I think one's enough. Yeah, let's go with warrior, actually. There she is with her frying pan. And we have gained her. So we can train her as a warrior. We've kind of got to do that before we move on. Obviously, only Vale has to do that. So Vale will be training our new party member up. The other two can actually go back to Hunath's Outlook. We'll send both of them. Let's go. They can go off while she's doing the training. As you can see, that's filling up. They have got there, so we can dismiss this and we can secure it. So preparing defences. Yeah, let's do that. Things return to their rightful purpose. Secure Hunath's Outlook. The site can provide resources at the end of each chapter. Spend resources to upgrade hero weapons and armour. Okay, so if we capture this, we can get resources from it. Excellent. So we need to investigate and catalogue everything, or burn everything that's not useful. This is obviously quicker, but this might give us another bonus. So let's go for that one. We're waiting for the others to catch up anyway. We have obviously only got 2 of our heroes here. We've got Hamish, who looks a bit like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, and Arita. We'll select them and continue on. So this one's filling up, the other one is finished now, and we get to choose a warrior skill. So we've obviously got 3, as always. Stalwart sounds okay. That's a swift action. It's an active skill, so we have to use it to get the benefit. It's only once per combat, and it gives 3 armour to either herself or a nearby ally. That's okay. Blood Rage again sounds okay. That is a passive, so it's always active as long as she has suffered a wound. For every 2 health she's missing, she does extra damage. That's a risky road. Vigilant sounds much better to me. It's a passive, she's got heightened senses, and it allows her to perform infinite reaction strikes per turn. So if someone's trying to sneak past her, she gets a free attack on them. Normally, I think you only get 1, but she has as many as she needs. We're going with Vigilance. And of course, now they have finished, we can move them over to Hunter's Outlook. So we select Gather. We've only got 2 people together. They're both 18 days away. We just say let's go. Again, because the other 2 are already doing this, it's ticking along nicely. They're all joined together. If we click on Prepare Defences, how shall we defend Free Wolf Top if our foes attack? This is where they'll come through. It's a good spot. Lots to work with. Good visibility. So whilst we're here, we can prepare certain defences. Obviously, it's going to take time to make the defences, and we won't necessarily be attacked here. But while the other 2 are preparing the outpost, we can use the other 2 characters to set up defences. I think Hidden Trap sounds nice and easy to set up. We'll go with that. If we've got more time, we can do more. So obviously, we go to the Select Hero. We've only got 2, and the other 2 are halfway through what they're doing. We might as well set these to work. Hopefully, it won't take too long and we'll be waiting around for them, so we'll click done. No, it is catching up. Yeah, in fact it's done quicker. I don't think there's any point doing any more. We have got our defences here. I'm just going to move time on for now. We get a little tooltip saying, well, if we're not busy, we are wasting our hero's moves. So we could set off and start scouting the next place. In fact, yeah, let's do that. So I think to do that, we just click on the Bruecho Poplars. We can scout it. Obviously, we've only got 2 people available. We can say, let's go. We're going to have 13 days. Oh no, that's how long they're going to take. But they're still doing that. It shouldn't take too much longer. Hopefully, they can just nip over there and catch up. Let's go. These guys are done, so that is research complete. A thorough delving through the mysteries of Hunnoth's Outlook has proven rewarding. Seeking answers, sorting through lies, how much will we ever know? Hunnoth's Outlook will return to the hands of the common folk. While they tend it, the site will provide resources at the end of each chapter, as we kind of knew really. We get 2 hides and spelt thread. No idea what that does. We'll find out, I guess. We also found an item. Moon Willow Bracelets. This is plus 0.7 to speed. Now I think we can give it to anyone. We could obviously salvage it, but do you know what? I think Arita, who is our master archer, that will increase her speed to kind of the next whole number. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's give her those. Obviously, we do get a chance to cancel that and give it to somebody else, but we're not going to. I do love how the magic items and things go onto your characters. Lovely. So these 2 aren't quite there yet. We can click here and click Scout. We have got 2 there. I think we can select everyone and say done. Everyone's kind of on the way there. Arita's kind of slightly quicker, but they all get there at roughly the same time. It looks like, though, at Brewer Smelter, we have got another battle. So let's head in and find out what this battle is going to be about. Did you see that huge moth that landed on Hamish's hair earlier today? How could I not? And you weren't going to say anything. They're a bit cheeky, these 2. He walked around with it for hours. Tell me a story before the embers die out. Just want to spend some time in a world where everything fits nicely together. Well, what would you like to hear? Tell me about the Trickster Moon. How about the Fire Queen and the Raindrop? Nothing too fantastic. Just tell me something that happened to you. The Trickster Moon sounds interesting, but you know what? I'm more interested in our characters. So, Arita, tell us something that happened to you. Arita told Vale about a blue jay who used to perch just outside her kitchen window. The bird's trust was more easily won than that of most wild creatures, especially with the nuts from Arita's pantry. I called him Scuttlebutt, even though he probably wouldn't have approved. He always cocked his head as if he were listening, and there was lots for him to hear. It was a time of breakdowns and movings on. So what happened to little Scuttlebutt? Same thing that happens to all who walk or fly this path, I imagine. Funny thing though, the last time he visited, he brought me a present. A stone, not too big, but almost perfectly round. I've kept it ever since, wearing its surface smooth with any worries or thoughts I have. You think it could be magic? If rocks have any insight, they speak it more deeply than a person can hear. It listens, and that's enough. Well, that was a nice little interlude. It looks like we are fighting against Woken, though. We've got a slinger and a couple of fighters. We should be able to take them out quite easily. These are quite low-level bad guys. So we have got our 3 characters now. We can move up to the door. I think it might be a free action. Yes, swift. There we go. We've got some revealed. We can't actually attack them, but we can use Sentinel. So if they move, Vale will run in and get them. Our new girl, Jilvia, she can move in, and she can strike this guy. Yeah, 4 damage. We have also got shoot. Who can we shoot? Only these 2. Okay, we can move. If we move to there, I think we've still got a shot on the slinger. Yep, 60%. Not that good, but good enough. Excellent. 1 down. Vale should protect our first character, but if we move Hamish up, he starts walling with both of them, which ups their defences. We can infuse. Let's infuse the forge. That should be good. It does give us an idea of what kind of thing we can get from it. But let's just click on it. Steel fire. We can throw fire at them, maybe. Yeah, 81%. Yeah, let's do that. It's created a blaze. We may have to put that out. And he's been burnt by it as well. Don't stand in fire, kids. Not that I would do such a thing. We jumped in, we hit. That's great. Do you know what? Where's Arita? We'll move her in first to there. And take the shot just there. Excellent. That was all 3 of them. Yes, that's a victory. Vale and Jiva are now rivals. Oh. I don't really understand why they're rivals. Maybe because they're doing a similar job. And we have found a shield. Well, Vale leaps in and attacks the enemy with her sentinel, so she might need better defense. It takes 1 less damage from non-flanking attacks, so that sounds pretty good for her. Yeah, we'll stick that into her empty slot. You get the sense that the forest grieves. What do you get? I think of Salton Mourners. You know how the coastal people will forbid light in the house for a full year when a family member dies. I heard of that. Always wondered how they cook or light if they knock their heads a lot. The forest, I think, has its light out. I'd like to see it lit again. Hear the birds laugh. Catch the blurs of little scampering things. So we have got a new calamity. I think every time we do one of these little missions, a calamity will happen. And this calamity is extra armor for the Woken. So all Woken warriors from now on will have +1 to their armor. We can't do anything about it. Let's move on. So we have obviously got the extra card over there. Now these only show our bonuses. As we saw last time, the monster view shows everything. We can see like a little tooltip, but obviously if we don't know what things are, we won't recognise it. But obviously we recognise that it's armour, we've just seen it. So again, we can capture Brewer Smelter. I think we will. With it all together, it shouldn't take too long. In the mood for scouring and discovering, we can set this place right as we go, can't we? We obviously know we are getting resources from here. So we can find an item or work fast. I don't think we're going to work fast. Let's just try and find an item. We haven't got many things at the minute. We can get everybody to do it. I think it might work faster if everyone's doing it. I'm not entirely sure. It seems to be building up. Research is complete. A thorough delving through the mysteries of Brew Smelter has proven rewarding. Seeking answers, sorting through lies, how much will we ever know? Now, you said that last time, Arita, you're not sounding deep anymore. So obviously this will give us some extra resources. And we have found an item. Scarf of Chivalry, +5 armour. Now, we've already got one with Veil, and Jilva is kind of like our other warrior, so let's just give it to her. We have also found a Moon Willow Sash. This increases speed. So, Hamish, his speed is rather slow. Arita, she's quite quick. The others are about the same. Do you know what? Let's catch Hamish up with the rest of them. And the sash goes round his middle, rather fetching. Okay, so we've got a few different options. We've got a pine forest. We have got to scout it. It seems to be covered in brambles. This is a foothill. We can scout that. This, it's got a red banner, but it's blocked by the river. So I think we have to find a way round. Hilltop or the forest? Do you know what? Let's head towards the forest. I think Arita gets there slightly quicker than the others, but that just means she starts scouting. I think it's much of a muchness. Arif Ironworks. We will assault this place and have a look at who defends it. Do you like the sunset too? We should share it more often. I think that's Hamish and Arita. Yeah, it looks like it. There's a battle soon. It's who I am between battles that allows me to succeed within them. Who was it who wrote that? This may surprise you, but I don't really read when I don't have to. It was the warrior sage, Sarkle Fickle, he who could walk the wilder ways in wise quiet, and storm the bastions of devils all in a rage. We need to get back to the others. So we get another choice here before the battle. Arita, I just feel something in the Amber Hollow wishes me to see it. Or Hamish can say, you might be able to come back when the fighting's over. I think we'll go with Arita. It is a test, and we've got 71% chance of success. Let's go with that. Only because it's you, but how much longer do you need? This is like when you say you'll be ready to go in 5 minutes. Oh, I know that one. Sark also wrote, the reward for impatience is made of metal and very much axe-shaped. Yeah, that sounds like Mrs. Bristly. Now that actually is a good line. I should keep that in my... Oh. What is it? Something get you? No, I was just looking in the wrong direction. See that tree? Split by lightning. Yeah? That was right next to them, it seems. I knew it. There's something in there. I knew it the whole time. Well, I mean, Hamish, come on. You're a mystic. You're not going to naysay about that. Let me guess. Something Sarkle Fickle wrote. Exactly. If you seek wisdom, then listen to the words of the wounded. She's going to be adorably insufferable after this. Wounded like the tree here. Aha! A fox quartz belt. Excellent. This is a bonus to armor. Now, we have already got a bonus here and a bonus here. Not Harita, it's Vale, isn't it? They are both on the same, but Vale has got the shield, and she's also got the skill that allows her to leap forward. I think her armor being higher will be more beneficial, so we'll go with Vale. So there she is, all tooled up. I can't see the quartz belt, her sword's in the way, but I'm sure it's there. Building up on this character nicely now. 2 raccoons, both armoured. 2 row. Okay, here we go. And we have also got a fire spirit. Now, I've seen these spirits before and I don't really understand how they work. We can move forward and open the door. There is one of the bad guys. Sentinel. Now, this raccoon is going to shoot at us, so maybe we come this way. See another one. Alright, little one, but what a story you'll make. Bree, bree. We can use the fire spirit to replace with a tier 1 fire sword, or we can get a legacy point. Well, we've not got many legacy points, but a fire sword, if it lasts forever, that sounds great. Yeah, let's go with that. And there we go, the fire spirit's doing something. And we have found Noonbeam of the North Glen. Okay, that is her sword. Briar Flash was her other sword. It's exactly the same, except it has basic fire damage. Okay, that sounds good. We get a little comparison just to check, but as you can see, everything is exactly the same. So we kind of want to catch up with these spirits. That was actually better than I thought. We'll come here and defend, even though they are rivals. That's fine. We can. Do you know what? We can move up to here, and we can put a jump draw trap just there. I would prefer it to be there, but she can't see that square. She still has got to move, but she can't actually target the bad guys, I don't think. Silk Step. Now, this makes her hidden. I think we can do that. Oh, it's just active. Is that it? Yes. I think so. I can't quite tell if it's worked or not. We'll move up. Everyone's defending. We can infuse a forge. We can't even see it. Ah, there it is. Okay, fair enough. We can. Is this an area of effect? We could set fire to stone tentacles. Let's just whack the raccoon. They were ranged. There we go. 4 damage. Blocked one of it. Alarm. Okay, Arita took some. She obviously wasn't that good. The trap goes off and stops the deer moving. Okay. Well. Jilva, can you get in? No. Okay. Do you know what? With Hamish, we can steal fire and hit this guy. Yeah, that takes him out. I think there is another one though. We can move up. Do you know what? I'm going to go to this door instead and open it. Yeah, there's some more. We will go into sentinel mode. We're kind of being surrounded, so we've just got that one there. We can see that row. Do you know what? Let's move over and shoot that one. 3 damage. Okay, that'll do. We will put Guardian on, so if it comes close, when it headbutted the forge, okay. Oh, Hamish took some damage then. Yeah. We've got some back there. That one's pinned. Okay. She can move there and whack this one. That should be gone now. Yes, it is. We will leave Arita there for a moment. Whack this one. Okay. Hamish. you know what? Hamish will move to here, and we can infuse tentacles. And we can do an attack for 71. It's not going to kill it. That's 4. Okay. She can get to here and wall. And shoot. 100%. Wow. That should do it. I think that was all 4 of them. Victory. Yes. And we've even got a level up. So we've got 3 different options. We've got hardiness, which is 30% extra health. Now, this is permanently in effect. That'll be okay. Otherwise, 30% is not that good on her current health. Thundering Challenge, make an enemy run away. That does sound quite good. That is an active skill. It's swift as well, so we can do it as well as attacking, but we can only do it once per combat. That sounds okay. Divine Athlete, once per combat as a swift action. We get a bonus to damage in this and the following turn. Okay, well that sounds okay. I think Thundering Challenge is the best actually. That will give us better defences. If we're being attacked 2-on-1, we can make one of them run off and still attack the other. Excellent. We have found the Noon Oath. It's a slightly tougher sword. Well, Jilva's old sword, let's have a look at the comparison with that. So it is exactly the same, but 1 better damage, but it is a 2-handed weapon. At the minute she's not got a shield, and I think we do keep the old sword. I think we will claim it and we'll use it with Jilva. And we have another calamity. The Rager is back into the deck. I think we have seen these in the little interlude with Hamish. There was one, wasn't there? But they are now added to the Gorgon deck. So the Rager, that can be extra to a fight. Well, we can't do anything about it, so let's move on. So just here, we have got a couple of options. We've got impassable mountains, we've got more impassable mountains, and we've got 2 fogged out areas. So we can't really go anywhere. Do you know what? Let's secure this area. They'll be forever grateful for the work we do. So, do you know what? We could be quick. I'm not that bothered about quickness at the minute. Let's just investigate everything. So obviously, even though everyone's doing it, it still takes a while. We have got another calamity. We've got 6 legacy points. We have got these Scalecti, and this one, that gets extra armor, that does more damage. Do you know what? I don't like the idea of a ranged foe with more damage. Let's cancel that one. We've still got 5 points left. This card is added. Do you know what? I'm not too bothered about them. I'm not too bothered about the pig either. This guy, do you know what? That's fine. Let's let it stand at that. So in they go to their various decks. Okay, that's fine. Ragers, we've got a Stampede, so an extra one is added, and also they have got armor. I don't know whether that stacks, whether it's like 1 extra and it gets armor. We'll find out, I guess. But obviously that has pause time. We can move on though. And research is complete. What have we found though? An ingot. Okay, well I think that's produced every time we end a chapter, so that's kind of okay, I guess. But we have got a Scarf of Chivalry. Now this is a bonus to armor. We have got everyone. These are both quite low. Let's give it to Hamish. Arita has got the chance to go invisible. I don't think I did that properly last time, but yeah, we'll give it to Hamish. And we are kind of out of options of where to go. We can head to this one, or we can head back to Gustlop and look for new people. We've got these things building up. So we've got an incursion coming in 101 days, and in 160 another calamity will happen. That is kind of fine. Do you know what? We will. Can we even get there? We've got to scout it. Do you know what? We will leave it here for now. We have got Eve Ironworks, it's all captured. We've got a few different places. We even protected Hunoth's outlook for a bit. It does seem a long way back to Gustalop. I kind of want an extra person, we can use 5 characters at a time. So having the maximum definitely seems the benefit, especially now we're getting more and more calamities put in. There might be a village in the next square. I have no idea. It's obviously randomly generated, so you never know quite what you're going to get. But do you know what? I am really liking my time here in Wildermyth. If you're liking it too and you have liked the video, do leave those likes. Any comments, you can point out where I'm going wrong or even just some words of encouragement. Always great to hear from you. And you know, all the YouTube nonsense, subscribe if you haven't already. But for now, I've been the Bristly Stranger. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next time.